Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're looking at some tips for recoloring patterns using the Recolor Artwork dialog in Adobe Illustrator. Now I have inside this document a pattern. I'm just going to double click on it. That will open it in the pattern editor. This is not, to my way of thinking, the best place to edit the colors of a pattern in Illustrator, so I'm just going to cancel out of here. The reason why I prefer to do it on a object that's filled with the pattern is that when you do that, the pattern's going to be created for you as another pattern. So you're always going to have your original pattern as well as edited versions. So I've just created a rectangle that's filled with that exact same pattern. I have the rectangle selected, and so now if I go and edit the colors, I'm just going to click here on Recolor Artwork. Then I'm going to, as I recolor this artwork, create yet another pattern. So I'm going to have multiples. It's going to be an easy way for me to create various colorways. Now this new dialog I think is really awful because it doesn't open up correctly. So we're going to click here on Advanced Options, and then you're going to set up the dialog the way you want it, with or without this panel showing. And when you're happy with that, click on Open Advanced Recolor Artwork dialog on Launch and click OK, so that next time you launch it, it's going to launch the way you asked it to be launched. So here inside the Recolor Artwork dialog, we're seeing that there's a one-to-one relationship with these colors. Each of these colors is mapped onto itself. If you want to change what the color looks like, you can just double click here and go and choose another color. So let's make this a sort of deeper red. And you can see that has been reflected in the pattern. But black right now can't be edited in that way because there is no mapping. So we're going to click here and say, yes, we do want to add a new color to the current harmony. You'll also want to make sure that this is an arrow. You can click on it and just make sure it's an arrow, because then it's going to be able to be recolored as all the other colors. Make a choice. Black and white are always blocked from being edited, so if you want them to be able to be edited, you will need to click on that arrow and make that new color for it. Let's go to the edit area. Right now it says unlink harmony colors, which means they're linked. So if I drag these around, I'm going to maintain the same relationship between the colors, but we're just taking them to different places on the color wheel. Now say I really like this color scheme. If I really like it, I'm just going to click here on OK. The reason for this is this. Here is the color pattern that I had first of all, and here is my new version of it. So Illustrator automatically makes a duplicate of the pattern. I'm never going to destroy this original pattern, and every single color scheme that I like that I click OK on is going to be added as a new color scheme for that pattern. So we're going to have multiple patterns. I'm going back to the original, see how the dialog's opening. Let's go to edit. Again, let's check to make sure that everything is linked, which it is right now. So we can go and look for different color schemes within the relationship that we already have between the colors. But say we don't like one or two of these colors, then we can click here on this icon and then just go and change the individual colors so we can take them wherever we want them to be. Again, as soon as you find something that you like, you're going to click on OK, and that's going to be added as a new color scheme for that pattern, or a new pattern itself. So we're creating multiple colorways, if you like, using this process. Now, if you come to work with this pattern and you make a hash of it, say you've created all sorts of colors and you really don't like the result at all, well, you don't have to cancel out of this dialog. You can just come up here to reset. When you click on reset, it goes back to the colors that the pattern was in when you opened this dialog. So it's a reset switch. Now there are other options that you can use, and some of them are not really very apparent, and one of them is the set of 3 bars here. When we click on it and go down to Global Adjust, we get access to tools that you may be surprised exist inside Illustrator, including the ability to adjust saturation. And so what we could do here is actually make the document black and white, or grayscale. By reducing the saturation to -100, we now have a version of the pattern which is a grayscale pattern. Let's go back to using the original pattern. Let's select our object that's filled with it, go back to the Recolor Artwork dialog. So here in Global Adjust, in addition to saturation, you can also obviously adjust your saturation in a positive direction so you get a highly saturated result. Let me just bring that back to 0. You can adjust brightness. You can adjust temperature, so you're going to warm things up or cool them down. So this is giving us a more monochromatic sort of color scheme. If you like that, click OK. You've got a new colorway for your design here now. So we've got this sort of blue on blue one. If you open up the panel here, you'll see that there's a color groups area. Right now, I don't have any color groups, so I'm just going to click out of there and I'm going to get some colors. So I'm going down here to the foods and let's go to ice cream because there's some interesting colors here in ice creams. So I'm going to click on these colors here and go to the flyout menu and choose add to swatches, and that adds them to the swatches panel here. From here, I'm going to make up a color swatch of the colors that I like. So I'm just going to grab some of these colors and just bring them down to make a single swatch that has a whole lot of colors that I really like that might look good together. So let's just do that. And I'll bring the pink in. So I've got more colors than I really need. We'll go back to the Recolor Artwork dialog and you'll see that all your color groups have been added to this panel here. You can use color groups to recolor your artwork. So when I open them up, you can see the individual colors, but if I click on the actual colors themselves, then they're going to be used to color my design. Now, I'm not really happy with the black situation here, so I'm actually going to remove black entirely so that we recolor the other colors and not black. Let's go back and click on these colors. And now I can rotate through them. So there's lots more colors in this color chip here than we have actually in use in the document. So if I click this option here, I can rotate through these colors. As soon as I see something I like, I'm going to stop because it's really hard to get back to here. You could be here for a long time trying to find these colors in this order again, so I'm going to click OK. I don't need to save the changes to the swatch group. All I need to do is to click OK to get out of here, and then we can go back and see that here, of course, are all our pattern swatches all recolored, including the one we just created. Let's go back to the original. Let's go back to our creamsicle color swatches here and see if we can find something else that we like. If you like everything but one thing, you can always come into the edit option here, make sure that these are unlinked, find the color that you don't like and take it somewhere where you do like it. And click OK. Again, I'm not going to save the changes to the creamsicle color group, but I am going to end up with a pattern swatch that is the colors that I just chose. As always, these patterns are only going to be saved with the current document, so you have to make sure to save this document if you want to have access to all these pattern colors that you've created in future. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this document up, because if you've not done that before and seen how to save a pattern swatch or a set of pattern swatches, this is what you're going to do. You're going to delete everything that you don't need. Now, I know I've got a color swatch in there, and I know I've got some patterns that I also don't want to include in this output. So I'm just going to grab the pattern swatches that are not needed. And let's just check and see that what is left is what we want. Well, that's not a pattern swatch that I want either. So let's just go and trash it. I want these swatches that I created. So I've got left in my swatches palette only none and registration, which you can't remove anyway, and just the pattern swatches that I want to save. So I'll go to the flyout menu and choose Save Swatch Library as AI. You need to do that, not ASE, because AI is the only format that will actually save patterns rather than colors. So I'm going to save it. I'm taken to my swatches panel, so I'm just going to call this Floral Patterns. They're now saved, so I can get access to them anytime in the future. So when I go to create a brand new document here in Adobe Illustrator, let's just do that. You'll see that the patterns are not available here. That's understood. They're not automatically added to new documents. We'll go down to user defined and we'll go to floral patterns, and here are our patterns. So I'm going to click on all of them, select all of them, and just add them to the swatches. And now they're available inside this document as they would be inside any other document in future if you add them to those documents. Before we finish up, I have more Illustrator training at Skillshare.com. When you sign up for Skillshare, you get access to thousands of classes there, including over 260 of mine. In the description below, I have a Skillshare coupon for you, which is at least as good as the current Skillshare offer, and typically mine will be better. I also have Illustrator training at udemy.com, and there's a referral link for each of my courses in the description below. Please feel free to share these with family, friends, and co-workers. I hope you've learned something about working with the Recolor Artwork dialog tool in Adobe Illustrator and using it to recolor patterns. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell, and you'll be alerted when new videos are released. Until next time, my name's Helen Bradley. Thank you so much for joining me here on my YouTube channel.